What is going on with social media? What is going on with TikTok and the United States planning to ban it? And why is China getting upset with this? This is actually quite confusing, and I'm possibly going to make a complete cadaffle about this. I don't use TikTok. I don't really like watching 20 seconds of someone dancing like this or whatever. But how to say this? TikTok is from a Chinese company called ByteDance. ByteDance is based in Beijing, and in China they don't have TikTok. They're similar. It's like two different applications. One is called Douyin, which is the Chinese TikTok. Then we have TikTok for the rest of the world, and their headquarters and their servers, they claim, are based in Singapore. But at the same time, it is a Chinese company, ByteDance, where the CCP can go into the company, and they do have a part of the CCP inside ByteDance. Getting confusing already. But this is the other side. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or X as it's known now, is banned in China. People are not allowed to use it. People do use it using a VPN, which is a virtual private network. It means they can jump over the Chinese firewall and watch YouTube if they desire. But a VPN is illegal, so you're breaking the law. So a lot of propagandists who do put videos on YouTube in China are actually breaking the law. But as long as they're doing, not Chinese law, but as long as they're doing positive things about China and saying how wonderful it is, the law just, well, let it go, it's okay. They're promoting China with that. So if China can ban or block Facebook, for example, why can't America block TikTok? The other thing is, they say that it's sound like Chinese espionage, that they're putting in secret coding into their software. Now, if China is transparent and there is this international problem, hey, why can't they send some investigators to go and have a look at the software? And these people have to be neutral, and if it's there, then it's exposed. If it's not, then it goes on. But it never seems to happen like that. China's transparency is actually pretty awful. During COVID, hey, we know what happened, but they would blame other countries. The situation in Xinjiang, in the northwest of China, there have been many Western journalists who tried to go to Xinjiang. They succeeded in getting there and went to the places where these prison camps or concentration camps or re-educational centers are. Then there's many people in China who would go to Xinjiang, for example, and say everything is happy and fine. But it's the size of Turkey. It's a huge place. And they never went to the places which we are interested to see, and they would never go to the coordinates that people would send them, and can you go and check out this? They can't do it because they would basically be banned in China, and off you go, you will be deported. They just can't do it. So it's mostly the positive side. So is it wrong for America to ban or propose to ban TikTok? Well, China's done it, so why can't America with a Chinese application? Even though the server for TikTok International is in Singapore, and they claim that it's two separate companies and they can't get the information from Singapore, even though it's the own company. Of course they can. Yeah, it's computers, it's technology, it's algorithms, it's a open source. So you do have to be careful when using the internet. They say that the Chinese cars, for example, BYD, can track you, can source you, can get all your private information. Now, for most of us, we don't really care about it, to be honest. Don't care. My life is fine. I'm not hiding anything. I'm an honest citizen. But for the people who are in the underworld, wherever you are in the world, well, that could be a problem for you. Does it exist? Yeah, for sure it does. The technology is way more advanced than we actually possibly think. And can they track us? Yeah, easily. If we don't know how to use the technology basically to hide ourselves. If you want to hide nowadays, you have to go back to analog, using a cell phone, like a burner phone, like the old Motorola flip phone, yeah, which was just purely analog. It's very difficult to be traced on that. And then the burner phone, just pick it up, take out the SIM card, putting in a new SIM card. You've seen it in all the spy movies, and I can imagine that this really does, I have hiccups, exist. So this is what China is doing, basically. They can do it, and okay, fine, no problem. But can America? No, 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 no. They can't do it, and they're causing an upset and upheaval of all of this, which is, in a supposedly transparent world, is, well, China is not transparent at all, but only when they want to be transparent. Is America the same? Well, possibly, but that's another story. Do you use TikTok? No. Do you use, what do I use? Do I use TikTok? I have the TikTok app, but I haven't signed in. I'm not registered. I do have Instagram. I like looking at videos there sometimes when I'm a little bit bored, or waiting for something in a restaurant when I'm alone, or even Google Trends, or what's happening on Google. I will go into Google News and I will scroll through it to see what's happening. That's about my extent of social media. YouTube, yeah, I do gain lots of information there, and also on Twitter I do, but I wouldn't look for it personally just to be interested. I got far more better things to do with my retired time. So, does it matter? Are we hiding anything? Well, if we're not, then no problem. If you are, then maybe it's a problem. And that back door, it does exist. And if China is transparent, then why not let the investigators come? Not Chinese investigators, not people from China, from a neutral party. With that, the same as what they did in Iraq, etc., related to, does Saddam Hussein have any kind of weapons of mass destruction, for example? Why can't they do that with the TikTok company or ByteDance in Beijing? Will it happen? No, not really. It will just go on and on and on. So those people faffing around saying, oh, it's really bad, look what America did. Well, China did it before, and that's the thing that they should accept. And that's the thing they won't say on the Chinese social media related to it. I know I'm waffling a little bit, but can you see my sort of frustration with it? There's one rule for one person, one rule for another person. I'm sure I'm doing sort of like a one-sided argument here with this. And go ahead, ban TikTok. It's not going to change many people's lives. I think in America there's like 120 million people who use TikTok, but they're sort of like the younger generation, and they just like these short videos. For me, it's just not interesting at all. And maybe mainly for the main majority of my audience, who is like 55 plus, they're not really interested, but they do like, they do have a Facebook account, maybe Instagram, maybe Twitter, and maybe once in a while you would scroll through it to find some information or some entertainment there. It's all, as I say quite often, food for thought, and I would love to hear some of your comments below, or I'd like to read some of your comments below related to it. And the simple thing is, if China can ban YouTube and Twitter or X, why can't America ban TikTok? Yeah. Why YouTube is not really allowed or banned or not allowed in China? Because it used to be, I think, allowed, like Facebook, but it got banned with that. And the reason is the Western influence into Chinese society. That was the original kind of proposal. But again, these VPNs, virtual private networks, I repeat, which are illegal in China. So I won't go down that path, is the way that people can. But the thing is, how often do you look at your Facebook? Can I live without it? Yeah, quite easily. Can I live without Twitter? The thing is, this is my hobby, and a lot of my information does come from Twitter, not from news media, but from people with a camera and saying, this is happening in China, this is happening in Cambodia, this is happening in Vietnam, this is happening in Venezuela, for example. And that you believe a lot more than you could say the media, regardless if they come from America, or they come from China, or they come from Venezuela, or they come from Cuba. It's all near enough the same, one-sided. But the people who post videos, just a normal person who's seen this and posts it on a social media outlet, you believe it more because it's happening with that. Comments, share, like, subscribe, and if you really want to help me, then there are links for my Patreon account, etc., there, super thanks, and the membership program. All that money actually goes to the Cat Foundation. Well, basically my 2 cats. All right, let's leave it there for now. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, bye-bye.